Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Justin, and they just released the BT6 card list. Let's take a look at the new archetypes. Okay, so the first archetype we're going to look at is one of my favorites from the set, Hackmon. Of course, we know Hackmon was coming because we've known about the Sistermon for months now. But BT6, we have the official release of Hackmon. He's a level 3 red, 3 cost to play, free to evolve with 2000 DP and an on-play effect where you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and add up to 2 Digimon cards with Hackmon, Jesmon, or Sistermon in their name from among them 5, and place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Now, I'm not sure how the wording will eventually change because in Japan, for some reason Hackmon is called Hackmon, but somehow it was changed in English or the other way around. I don't really know. Yet all of the evolutions still say Hackmon even in English. It's really weird. And the effect was intending for you to be able to pick out more Hackmon in those 5 cards if you wanted to. But if they don't change the text to say Hackmon or just change his name to Hackmon altogether for the English, then you're only going to be limited to being able to pick out his evolutions. I'm sure they'll fix it though. We have quite a while before we have to worry about that anyways. Speaking of his evolutions, the next card is Hackmon. He's a level 4, red of course, 5 cost to play, 2 to evolve with 6000 DP and an inheritable effect when attacking once per turn. If you have a Digimon with Sistermon in its name in play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. That's a pretty good skill, and clearly means the next evolution will undoubtedly have Sistermon alongside them for the battle. That next evolution would be Savior Hackmon. A level 5, 7 cost to play, 3 to evolve with 7000 DP with both a when Digivolving effect and an inheritable effect. When Digivolving, you may play one Digimon with Sistermon in its name from your hand without paying its memory costs. And the inheritable effect gives the effect when attacking once per turn. If you have a Sistermon in play, you can unsuspend this Digimon. So already, we're building up to something that looks to be a pretty tough Digimon for your opponent to have to deal with. Okay, so Hackmon's final form is Jesmon. And Jesmon is a level 6, 11 cost to play, 3 to evolve with 11,000 DP and 2 main effects. When attacking, you may play a Sistermon card from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. And on your turn, once per turn, when you play another Digimon, like the previously mentioned Sistermon, this Digimon gets plus 3000 DP and gains piercing for the turn. So, if you've got a full evolution line, once per turn when you attack with Jesmon, you will not only be playing a Sistermon for free, you'll be gaining an extra 3000 DP, making it 14,000 total, and gaining piercing so you can attack an opponent's suspended Digimon and still clear security, and you'll get to delete a Digimon with 5000 DP or less thanks to Hackmon's inheritable skill, and get to unsuspend and attack again thanks to Savior Hackmon's inheritable effect. That means, at best, your one Jesmon could clear up to 3 Digimon between deletion and 2 attacks and still take out 2 security. That's a pretty powerful Digimon if you ask me. But let's take a look at the Sistermon and see what they actually bring to the table. First up is Sistermon Blanc, a level 3 white Digimon with a play cost only of 3 and 3000 DP. And her effect lets you draw 1 on play, and if you have a Hackmon or Royal Knight type Digimon on the field, all Sistermon cards gain blocker. So essentially, she's going to be a free to play off of Hackmon's abilities, and a free draw, and a body shield to protect your Hackmon or other Digimon with. But she also makes all of your other Sistermon body shields too. And that other Sistermon is Sistermon Noir. Aside from being a sexy nun, she's a level 4 white Digimon with 4 play costs only, and 5000 DP. Her effect gives you 1 memory on play, and all of your Hackmon or Royal Knight types gain an extra 2000 DP, making your Jesmon a whopping 16,000 DP. And it's not like you have to choose one sister over the other, because in the process of evolving up the chain, you get to play a total of 2 Sistermon for free, so you can have them both. I really like this archetype, and cannot wait to play a deck built around these guys. Also, there's a Hackmon option card as well, the Judgment of the Blade. This lets your Hackmon or Royal Knight type Digimon attack unsuspended Digimon for the turn, at a cost of 1 memory. Alright, up next is an archetype that I think is actually really interesting. It's the Three Musketeers. If we take a look at the Three Musketeers and their associated cards, you'll notice right off the bat what makes a deck with these guys so different. They're 3 different colors. That's right. A deck built around this archetype would be a triple color hybrid deck. And frankly, the Three Musketeers don't care one bit. First card to look at is Digimon. It's a level 4 black Digimon with 5 play cost and 2 to evolve and 4000 DP. Its on-play effect lets you reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 Three Musketeers type and or 1 option card with a memory cost of 7 among them to your hand, then trash the rest. That 7 cost option card thing seems really specific, but it's like the Three Musketeers' whole shtick. Every card has something to do with the 7 cost option card. Also, on your turn, Digimon can digivolve into any Digimon with 3 Musketeers in its type from your hand for a cost of 6 memory, ignoring all Digivolution requirements. Yes, that includes color requirements, meaning Digimon can become any of the 3 Musketeers. And the color blindness doesn't stop there. Next up would be the obvious evolution, Gundramon. Gundramon's a level 6 black Digimon with 11 play costs, 4 to evolve normally, and 11,000 DP. It's also a blocker, and has the when digivolving effect to reveal the top 5 cards from your deck, and play an option card with memory cost of 7 from among them without paying its memory cost. Then trash the rest of the cards. If you for some reason didn't play an option card though, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. See, there's that 7 cost option card thing again. Up next is the coolest looking of the bunch, Magnakidmon. Obviously named after the famous Billy the Kid, this Digimon is a level 6 red Digimon with a play cost of 12, 4 to evolve, and 11,000 DP. He comes with a security attack +1, and the when digivolving skill to play an option card with a memory cost of 7 in your hand for free, and if you didn't do that, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. Starting to see a pattern? Lastly, we have the first revealed secret rare of the set, and Eosmon's sexy counterpart, Starmon. She is a purple level 6 with 12 play costs, 3 to evolve, and 11,000 DP. She's actually a bit different from the other two in the fact that you would actually want to play her instead of digivolving, because you can reduce her play cost by 1 for each 3 Musketeer Digimon and each 7 cost option card in your trash. And she has an on-play effect that lets you return a 7 cost option card from the trash to your hand, then play a 7 cost option card from your hand for free. So Starmon is actually more of a late game play, hopefully for a cheap memory cost, depending on what's in your trash, as well as option card recovery. So you're probably asking, what is this 7 cost option card thing all about? Well, aside from the obvious that you can play any 7 cost option card that you already have a color on the field for, these guys actually come with matching option cards. And you guessed it, they all have a 7 play cost. Starmon's card is Fly Bullet, that lets you delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. Oh, and as long as you have a 3 Musketeer type Digimon in play, you don't have to meet this card's color requirements. Meaning you can play this purple option card even if you don't have a single purple Digimon, Tamer, or Digitama on the field. That effect applies to Magnakidmon's and Gundramon's options card too. Magnakidmon's option card is Happy Bullet Showering and lets you delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Yes, that means even if they have more than one with the same DP that is lower than the rest, they all get deleted. Gundramon's option card, Gewaltschwarmer, lets you delete all Digimon with a play cost of 7 or lower. Yeah, no, I didn't read that wrong. It says all Digimon. That means yours too. Lastly, as an honorable mention to this whole archetype, we do have the new Entmon card. He's level 3 purple Digimon with 3 play costs, free to evolve, and 2000 DP, and has the unplay effect where you can trash 1 card in your hand to return 1 3 Musketeers type Digimon, or 1 7 Great Demon Lords type from the trash to your hand. And the only 7 Great Demon Lords type we actually have so far is Lilithmon. So Entmon has play in both the 3 Musketeers as well as future versions of the Lilithmon decks. And the next archetype I want to cover is one I kind of covered in a previous video, the Eosmon archetype. In that video we learned about how Eosmon level 5 breaks the 4 copy rule, and you can have up to 50 copies of Eosmon level 5 in your deck. So I built an all Eosmon level 5 deck and playtested it. You can see how that turned out by watching the video in the iCard. But now that all of the BT6 cards have been revealed, we can see that the Eosmon archetype is actually much stronger than just having 50 Eosmon level 5s. I actually think we start this archetype with Pinamon, who is a green level 2 Digimon that allows you to draw 1 when you attack an opponent's Digimon. While it doesn't actually state Eosmon at all in this card's text, I feel like it is part of the set because the one thing the 50 card Eosmon deck lacked was draw power. Okay, so the first actual Eosmon support Digimon is Morphomon, a green level 3 with 3 play costs, free to evolve with 1000 DP. It has an on-deletion effect where you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and add 1 Manoa Bellucci Tamer card and 1 Eosmon card from among them to your hand. Then you place the rest of them on the bottom of your deck in any order. So this card's essentially designed for you to evolve in your breeding area, promote it, then sacrifice it to your opponent's security, and hopes to be able to search the top 5 cards. Because you need to find your Tamer cards and draw out your level 4 and level 6 Eosmons, because the rest of your deck is all level 5s, and they are a dime a dozen. That leads us to the next Eosmon support card, and that is Manoa Bellucci. This Tamer is a 4 play cost Tamer card, and gives you what most 4 cost Tamers give, and that's setting your memory to 3 at the start of your turn. Her second effect, when you play an Eosmon card, you may suspend this card to reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck and add 1 Tamer or 1 Eosmon card to your hand, placing the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So she also helps bring even more draw power to this deck. Her third effect prevents any of your opponent's suspended Tamers from unsuspending if you have an Eosmon on the field, which you should. Alright, and as we covered in the other video, we have Eosmon level 4, a white 4 cost to play, 2 to evolve from green with 4000 DP, and the on-play effect of being able to play a white 4 cost Tamer, like Manoa, for free from your hand, but your opponent gets to play a Tamer for free too, so you really should just evolve this one and use its inheritable effect to play a white 4 cost Tamer for free when attacking, without giving your opponent anything. Eosmon level 5 is a white 5 cost to play, 3 to evolve, from white or green, with 6000 DP. Its effect lets you play 1 level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand for free when attacking. This card, if left unchecked and somehow survives security checks, can end up spamming the field with 7 Eosmon in 3 turns and can end the game if your opponent isn't able to respond to it quickly enough. Oh, and it has the inheritable effect of giving your next evolution Digimon an extra 1000 DP on your turn. So whereas before you end up with a field full of Eosmon level 5, now you can actually digivolve those level 5s into Eosmon level 6. A white 13 play cost, 5 to evolve from white or green with 13,000 DP, 14,000 on your turn if you evolved from Eosmon level 5. When digivolving, for each Tamer you and your opponent has, you may place 1 level 5 or lower Eosmon from your trash at the top of this Digimon's Digivolution sources in any order. And if you add 2 or more cards this way, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Yeah, there's no specification of that. Just any of your opponent's Digimon. Like, that's insane. Adding 2 cards really isn't even that hard. You know, if you have a Manoa on the field and your opponent has 1 Tamer, or if you have 2 Manoas, and if you add all Eosmon level 5s, that's more DP boost your level 6 gets. Its second effect, on your turn, for every 3 Digivolution cards this Digimon has, it gains a security attack +1. If you digivolved this thing all the way up from the Digitama and added 2 more sources with its first effect, you would have a total of 6 sources, giving Eosmon level 6 security attack +2. This card, along with the multitudes of Eosmon level 5 that you can spam the field with, it won't take long to clear your opponent's security. I actually plan on rebuilding my original Eosmon deck to include these new cards and then play testing it all over again. I'll upload that video as soon as I get around to it so that you can see just how viable this deck really is. Oh, I forgot to mention, there is an Eosmon option card as well, Cutting Edge, that lets you play an Eosmon level 5 or lower from your hand for free and delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP equal or less than the Eosmon you played. It's a 6 cost option card, so for 1 more memory than just playing an Eosmon level 5, you can play that same Eosmon and delete a 6000 DP or less Digimon. That's not a bad option card at all. Alright, there are a few honorable mentions before I cover the last, well, not really an archetype per se, but definitely a cool boss Digimon that a deck will most definitely be built around. The first honorable mentions are the Agumon and Gabumon Bonds of cards. Of course, these are going to see lots of play. And I've already covered these cards in another video, so you can go watch that one after this. Second are all of the new Royal Knight Digimon that were added in this set. So aside from Jesmon that we already covered, there's also Dynasmon, Gankumon, and the recently revealed Alphamon. Next is Pulsemon and its Digivolution line. BBmon gives you an extra memory when attacking if you have 3 security cards, which Pulsemon can help you get to with its effect to trash security for memory. Then it gives its evolution Bulkmon jamming. And of course Bulkmon gets security +1 for being at 3 or more security. But it actually doesn't end there, because there are a slew of other yellow Digimon that all have effects based around having 3 or more or 3 or less security, or are triggered when a security is removed. I mean, we got Wizardmon, Tappermon, Belluchimon, Mimicmon, Mammothmon, Mistymon, and Skull Mammothmon. And all of these will have effects that can be triggered based off of Pulsemon's effect. And lastly, I want to bring to your attention that Azulongmon is the newest Digimon to be added to the list of those with the advanced or Blitz skill. That's pretty cool too. Alright, before I announce the last deck that I think we will see, if you're enjoying the video, please leave a like, and it really helps with the algorithm to spread the video around. And while you're down there, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you do, turn on notifications so you'll be alerted every time I upload new content. Okay, so the final potentially awesome deck that I want to cover is Azulongmon. Azulongmon is a blue level 6 Digimon with 13 play cost, 5 to evolve, and 13,000 DP. When digivolving, you get to trash the bottom Digivolution card of all of your opponent's Digimon. Then, for each of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution sources, gain 1 memory. Also, on your turn, for each of those same Digimon with no sources, the Zulongmon gains security attack +1. First off, against a Rookie Rush deck, this 1 card is all you need to wipe out the entire field of their Digivolution sources and clear their security with ease. But even against other decks with potentially more sources, you have cards like the new Majiramon that trash the top Digivolution source from one of your opponent's Digimon, as well as a ton of other blue Digimon that all have the same or similar effects. Not to mention, we have Howling Crusher that discards all sources from all of your opponent's Digimon. So that's a pretty cool combo with Azulongmon. Or better yet, for less than half the cost of Howling Crusher, you can use Desperado Blaster and discard 2 sources from the bottom of all of your opponent's Digimon, and combo that with Azulongmon's effect, and you've pretty much cleared most, if not all, sources, and turn Azulongmon into a 1 Digimon wrecking team. And with Majiramon's inheritable effect, when attacking once per turn, you can unsuspend Azulongmon if none of your opponent's Digimon have Digivolution sources. So even if you don't clear security check the first time, because say maybe they only have 3 Digimon on the field, you can unsuspend, attack again, and then attack with something else and end the game. I am absolutely in love with this more aggressive blue playstyle, and it still plays with removing Digivolution sources. And I will totally be trying to perfect a play deck with a Zulongmon in it. Alright, that's pretty much it for at least the major archetypes, and there was some of the smaller ones in there as well. But this is by no means an exhaustive list. There are people out there that are absolute geniuses and will no doubt create decks that I couldn't even think of. But what we did talk about will absolutely be things that you should keep an eye out and will probably, at least in the beginning, be some of the more favored decks. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I want to give a big thank you to Andrew McBride for being my first Patreon member. He signed up to be a rookie member, and he's going to be getting one of the metal memory counters, so if that's something you're interested in, if you want to check out my Patreon, link is in the description, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!